Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at House of the Dragon episode 9, aka the penultimate episode. The episode title isn't even out yet, which is really interesting and kind of scary. We have the thumbnail, which is of Messiah, I think it's her name, which was the woman Damon was sleeping with early on in the season. Really curious to see what that's about. This is going to be a really interesting episode considering what happened at the end of last episode, which was definitely my favorite episode in terms of emotion. It was definitely a tearjerker. I mean, we had a lot of great moments with these characters, which, you know, that for a moment it felt like peace was possible amongst these characters, and it all went to shit because although the adults kind of made peace with one another, it like passed down to their kids and they were kind of insulting each other. I do know there's not many more time jumps going forward. We've got the last time jump. This war will take place over the course of 3 years. It kicks off with King Viserys' death, which happened at the end of last episode, supposedly. But yeah, last episode was truly amazing. That whole scene with Daemon putting the crown back on Viserys was definitely my favorite scene from that episode.
I think my favorite scene, was, what's his name, Slice last episode?
Who got sliced up?
Yeah.
Vaemond.
No, that was the last episode, right?
Yeah, when Daemon sliced up Vaemond's head.
Right, yeah. These episodes are kind of starting to start together, but my favorite moment of the last episode was when Viserys like came into the throne room when Rhaenyra was trying to like defend herself, and I was like, finally Viserys. It was kind of like sad that Otto and Alicent and Corlys's brother was kind of like, they were literally like counting on him not being there and counting on him being like brain clogged just in his bed.
Yeah, with giving him milk of the poppy.
Yeah, so that they could like get Rhaenyra's, so that they can, you know, once and for all pretty much say that Rhaenyra's kids aren't Valyrian. And now they don't have any like owns to anything. But I'm really glad Viserys was just like, no more milk of the poppy.
No more opium.
Yeah, let me help my daughter. One tropes that irritate me in shows.
I was about to bring that up.
Is when a character, it's just one thing that messes up like everything, and it's literally just
Misinterpretation.
a misinterpretation or a misunderstanding that could be fixed in a conversation. Literally a conversation, like it can be fixed, and that, like, I don't know, I don't like those kind of tropes in shows because I think it's kind of like an easy way to start
Cop out.
conflict. Yeah, it's just that irritates me.
So yeah, I definitely agree that it is definitely a irritating aspect of the show and the writing. The only reason why it didn't bother me is because it added more to the plot, because the plot in the books is very much so just Alicent wants, you know, Aegon II, I should say, to be king just because she wants power. And I think that the fact that she made peace with Rhaenyra, this kind of adds like another layer of conflict. Everything's not so black and white. You know, Alicent isn't 100% evil. Rhaenyra's 100% not 100% evil, and things like that. And I do think it was set up really well to where this was a conversation Rhaenyra had with her dad earlier on in the episode and earlier on in the season. And he was kind of drugged up on milk of the poppy, and he was dying in so much pain. He just wanted to get his last words out before he passed away because he knew it was coming. And that's the only reason why it didn't bother me, because it was written so well and it tied into these characters and the plot of the show so seamlessly. But the trope as a whole is definitely something that's very irritating, and I can totally understand why that would, you know, kind of take you out of the show for a minute and be like, I hate when writers do that. Aww, the empty throne. I don't like this. Aw.
Huh? This doesn't make any sense. She watched Viserys die.
No, he was by himself.
Tell no one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he died by himself, remember? Because he was reaching in the air and saying, Emma. He's like, I'm coming, Emma. Or something like that.
He told me he wished for Aegon to be king.
Oh my god, no he didn't.
should succeed him as Lord of the Seven Kingdoms.
Oh my god. Dude, there's no way they'll buy into this.
This is what irritates me about these dumbass tropes.
Then we may proceed to sully you with darkling schemes.
They've been planning this shit in secret?
To hear that you have plotted to replace the king's chosen heir with an impostor.
His firstborn son.
I care not. I will have no part.
Oh!
Why?
Oh my god.
Why is Kristen still there? This man has gone away with murder after murder.
Remove your cloak, Sakura.
That's what I'm talking about. He literally just murdered a member of the small council.
And he's gonna get away with it.
Commander,
You plan to kill them.
If she has a conversation with Rhaenyra, she could be like, no, he's talking about this Aegon, dumbass.
Exactly.
here's the Dragonstone. Be quick and be clean.
Oh, to kill them. Yeah, he's giving up his cloak.
Because this is some bullshit.
I recognize no authority but the king's.
Let's go.
Until there is one.
See that now that is a knight.
Yes, it is.
And Kristen is
And Kristen-
freaking-
Your father. There is a beast beneath the board.
She said that last episode, too. Is that Beast Otto? Oh, shit.
all of them.
Maybe she means it metaphorically, like everyone, yeah.
Maybe the beast is a civil war that's coming.
Yep. He's a Kingsguard. You should be reporting to the king. You don't know if the king's dead or not.
They locked her in? See, this is some
What is the meaning of this?
bullshit.
Oh, yeah, she's still in King's Landing. I forgot she didn't go back to Driftmark. The music's so sad. They're locking him in the dungeons or something.
Isn't the only one who knows Aegon's doings.
She's got a point. Metaphorical that the day the king dies and that everyone wants him to be on the throne, he runs away from the Red Keep, where the throne is at.
Aegon brought me to the street.
I wish you luck, good sir. And
What you mean by that?
your friend.
What you mean by that? So he called all their band. God damn it.
Without declaring your intention.
You're not the king. Why don't they understand that?
Keeps its sworn oath to the princess.
Let's go.
He's strong arming people into bending the knee?
Long live the king.
Yeah, no wonder there's a civil freaking war. They doing dumbass shit like this.
Oh.
You see now what he is.
Oh. Huh?
Aegon. One of many, I'd wager.
Oh my god.
You see, and they calling Rhaenyra a whore. Aegon probably has 20 kids already.
Probably.
And philosophy designed
Oh
your trains
lord,
with the
why is
sword
it
and
always the
rides the
second
largest
brothers
dragon in
who
the
are
world.
trying to
Desire
freaking...
should be
Ooh.
Oh.
He's not wrong though.
I know what it is to toil for what others.
See, even they know that Aegon is not.
Yeah.
You'll find no buyers for your wares here.
My mistress will not treat with the servants of the king.
Oh, never mind. She's a
also
whisperer
building
for
a
a
name.
girl. Oh my god, is he about to get freaking shot?
No, he swore fealty. Oh, never mind. No, he didn't.
Y'all are crazy.
You need to come up with the lies quicker.
Y'all already did too much. At this point, talking to Rhaenyra ain't gonna do nothing. She about to have Daemon cut all your heads off.
Aww.
And imagine her not being able to say goodbye to her dad. She's gonna be one hot sister, I tell you.
I would be too. I'm excited to see. I'm actually kind of sad, but I'm interested to see Rhaenyra's reaction to all this.
For you and your granddaughter
They took
to
her
pass on
dragon?
as you see fit.
I think her dragon's in the dragon pit.
Be free, but to make a window in the wall of your prison.
That's a good quote.
Mm-hmm.
Blessing of your king.
He said, "What did she say?"
I will remember.
And he's gonna kill you for it.
She should just killed that kid then. What the heck?
Why was he stuffed in there like that?
Where is he?
He's just watching like that. He's giggling. That was clean though.
No taste for duty. I'm not suited.
He's honest.
Dang. He was thinking about it.
He still is thinking about it.
Want the throne at all?
Exactly.
It's a game.
And yet you treat it as one.
It is a game. The Game of Thrones.
The charming.
Oh no, it's not. I really hope this is not the scene. I think it is. Oh, it is the scene. I think it is. This is a out of context spoiler. I know what's happening.
What do you mean?
I don't. Why is she taking off her?
You'll see.
Did she take her feet off just to get comfortable? Is this like a Quentin Tarantino type beat or ew?
No, there's. You don't get it now? Tell me you get it.
This is a little weird.
Jordan, he has a foot fetish.
Obviously.
He's bribing. Oh no, I forgot about that.
I don't know if I trust him.
Well, he did say he hated Aegon, so.
Oh, is that the same person?
Oh
that?
no!
Um,
That was the guy who said "Congratulations, Princess" when she gave birth in episode 6, when she was walking up the stairs.
what is happening?
I don't know. What the hell?
Saying no.
That's a different kind of crown. The coronation day?
What's been done to give you this day?
It's the dagger.
What's that?
Do you love me?
Oh lord, this kid's mommy's issues is about to freaking be the.
She literally disowned him as a son. Last episode. Oh, that's why they were blocking. Jesus Christ.
People of King's Landing.
Did we ever see a coronation in Game of Thrones?
I don't think so.
It was more so just like, here's the crown. Oh my god, and this is where the shit starts. Shit's about to get real. Oh my god, I'm getting chills. This is so cool.
It is your great good fortune.
Why does he look like he's about to cry? Ever since I saw
Because he doesn't want this. He knows it's wrong and bullshit.
For our realm. And
Oh my goodness. I was about to pop the hell off.
We have not seen Rhaenyra one time. God, why do they gotta change the crown? The crown was fine the way it was.
I think, doesn't each one get a different crown or no?
I don't think so.
Conqueror, Aegon Targaryen is the true heir to the Iron Throne.
Brad, shut your bitch ass up. I know. That guy in the front was legitimately happy. That's not your sword.
Wait, whose sword is that?
That's Aegon the Conqueror's sword that was passed down. Called Blackfire. But at the time of Game of Thrones, it's missing. Oh! A beast beneath the boards. It's Rhaenys dragon. A beast beneath the boards. Let's fucking go. Shit! Where shit gets real. It was Rhaenys. It was literal.
Why is the dragon underneath there? Who built this mess? I'm so confused.
Well, I think it leads to the dragon pit. Rhaenys a bad bitch. Yeah. Yeah, drink the Rhaenys. Yeah. Let's go. That's the shit. We knew this scene was long for a reason.
She said, yeah, y'all wanna play? Let's
Fuck around and find out. Oh my god. She could end this shit right now.
Oh, she's not going to though. She would be casted out for like the rest of her freaking life.
Oh, it's a sexy dragon. Oh my god.
Yeah. Play with her if you want to.
She wants to play neutral. No, that's a fucking exit. That's a fucking exit. Is that the end of the episode, please? Oh my god, Al, that's a fucking exit. Holy shit, that was badass. God, this finale is gonna be fucking nuts. Oh, I already know. We didn't see Rhaenyra one time this episode.
I know.
God. There you all go. There is our penultimate reaction to House of the Dragon Season 1, aka the Green Council, which is a very appropriate name for this episode considering the beginning of this episode where they discuss how to proceed with the knowing of the passing of King Viserys' death. So in the books, as far as I know, they didn't tell Rhaenyra. They just said, fuck that bitch. She don't need to know about her dad dying, that, you know, it's her turn to take the throne. And that's exactly what they did here. And I thought that was incredible storytelling. There was this episode was extremely uneasy and uncomfortable to watch just because one little misinterpretation led to all of this. And it was just like, no, just have this one simple conversation. Like, I really think that if Viserys didn't say that, this would not have happened. Or at least if he was a little bit more specific and a little less, clouded, this would have been avoided. But either way, I think the real villain here is Otto Hightower. I really don't think Alicent wanted this. Aegon definitely doesn't want this. No one wanted this at all except Otto. And I think that's a big theme of this episode is just, pushing the sins of your parents onto your children and dealing with this because Otto's pushing this onto his daughter and then Alicent's pushing this onto her children. And now that they've come to this point, the kids don't want it. And Otto still, I don't know. I just think that's a really good theme that this episode presented, and it's all building up to this finale. But what are your initial thoughts after watching that?
I feel like they're gonna have the conversation after the fact where Rhaenyra's like, you dumb bitch. He was talking about, like, he wasn't talking about your son. He was talking about Aemon the Conqueror. But like, by that point, it's gonna be too freaking late. She can't, like, Alicent can't say, oh, my bad.
My bad. JK, Uno reverse card.
Yeah, like she
the green one.
Say that. So it's like, I feel like they're gonna have the conversation after the fact, and then she's just be like, well, he's king now, so I feel like I don't see that someone like big was gonna die in episode 9. I would be surprised if no one dies in episode 10. Like, I think people, if it's not Daemon cutting heads off or Aemond, somebody's dying.
So quick side thing before I completely forget, a big thing with this episode outside of feet, foot fetish, the beast beneath the boards. You and I were trying to dissect this because she said this last episode, and then 2 episodes ago she did foreshadow Aemond losing his eye. He said he'll have to pay the price of an eye or something. She said something like really vague. About being half blind or being blind in an eye or something, which foreshadowed Aemon's, losing his eye. And then here she said the beast beneath the boards last episode and here in this episode. And I was thinking it was maybe metaphorical, like the Civil War brewing underneath, this situation. But no, it was actually a fucking dragon underneath their fucking feet, which was far more badass than I thought, with Rhaenys just popping up being like, I'm out this bitch, peace out, and not killing them as like not just a threat, but also as a way of saying, I want you guys do you do you, I'ma do me, I'm going home, I want no part of this. So I think that was the smartest thing that she should have done. Probably the best thing she could have done was kill them all right then and there. But I really feel for Aegon in this situation. I'll say why, but if you want to expand on the whole beast beneath the board thing before I shift to Aegon, because that's the one last thing I want to talk about with this episode.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone noticed it in this show. Whenever this scene is long, something's about to happen. Especially when things like that are like drawn out, like the audience clapping, and it's all drawn out. Something's about to pop off, something's about to go down. So I knew something was about to happen, but I didn't realize that they were above the dragon pit, which is like, I don't know who the architectures, the engineers were during that time. that was dumb to build the dragon pit under that. Like, why didn't they do it somewhere else?
I think they did that metaphorically, because if you're going to crown someone king, you want to do it above, because obviously they have a Targaryen dynasty, so they wanted to do it metaphorically, like, we're going to crown you above where we hold all your dragons. That's kind of cool, and I really don't think that, you know, they would have a Targaryen civil war. I don't think that ever crossed their minds, so I don't think it's the engineer's fault. I think it's these dumb bitches' faults for having this, because Rhaenys would have never done this if they were just getting their shit together, so I think it's not necessarily the engineer's fault, more so the current Targaryen family line's fault.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I'm glad Rhaenys got the heck up out of there.
Yeah, I want to shift gears to Aegon right now, because Viserys is very much so a tragic hero, and I think Aegon is more so a tragic villain, because Viserys was someone who made a lot of bad decisions for a good reason, and Aegon is over here making a lot of good decisions for bad reasons. So like he's refusing the crown. I mean, Aegon has done a lot of really bad things, like a lot of bad things in the show that we've seen. You know, he raped a girl, he bullied his brothers. He's a really, you know, asshole character, and that's there's nothing that can justify his actions. But I do think that the reason he is this way is because of his parentage, because he even says in this episode, you know, my dad didn't like me, he didn't love me, and then the first thing he says after that is, do you love me, mother? I think he does this stuff because he never had, I just think he never had that childhood, that parentage, that parenting, and although that doesn't justify his actions, I do think that he's a very tragic villain, whereas Viserys is the tragic hero here.
Yeah, I'm more so am really interested to see how Rhaenyra's gonna respond to all this. Because she didn't get to say goodbye to her dad. And especially this little boy coming in, and oh lord.
So yeah, last thing I kind of want to bring up is the characters changing relationships amongst each other. We see a huge divide between Otto Hightower and Alicent Hightower now, where she's like, I realized you were just using me as, you know, a piece on your chessboard, as an analogy, I suppose. And she's starting to realize that her dad was using her. He was playing the Game of Thrones, and he played everybody really well. He played Viserys, he played Alicent, he played Rhaenyra, he played Rhaenys, he played everybody, whether they realized it or not. And I don't know how Otto's story ends. I don't know if he dies. I hope he does, because he deserves it. But I really hope it's a very satisfying, you know, end for this piece of shit. And that's the last thing, because not a lot happened this episode. I mean, we had the coronation, but we knew that was coming, obviously. We both knew Aegon was going to end up being king. I don't really know what much to talk about. I mean, Kristen Cole killed one of the person in the Green Council. He did kill that person. He got literally no consequence. He got promoted.
Again. Like last time he killed someone, he gets promoted. And then he kills someone again and gets promoted. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know the knight who used to be the
Lord Commander? Not Lord Commander. Yeah, Lord Commander.
I don't know his name, but that is a real knight. He said, fuck this shit. I don't know what y'all are on, but it stinks, and I'm leaving.
You know what'd be
a real knight.
You know what'd be funny though? Not funny, but interesting. Where did he go?
Hopefully to Rhaenyra.
That's what I would think, because she's the rightful heir. Because that was a big thing with this episode. With, you know, on King Viserys's, you know, deathbed, he wished Aegon to be heir, and technically he did say that. Technically he did, but he did not wish the Aegon that Alicent thinks, Aegon II, to be heir. And it just seems fishy to me, even if Alicent thinks she's right, which she technically in her mind is. She's not lying. She's just misinterpreting what he said. So Alicent's not in the wrong here. I mean, she's in the wrong, but she's not intentfully in the wrong.
No, I think she's intensely in the wrong, because when he started talking, she didn't understand what the hell he was saying. She heard Aegon and heir and ran with it.
That's true. Well, I think more so Otto did, because she was still confused, and Otto kind of manipulated her into it. And I do think that you're right in a sense where she kind of did run with it. I just think it was more, if Otto wasn't in the picture, I'm not sure if this would have happened. I mean, Aegon made a good point. Aegon was thinking everything that we were thinking. We're like, in 20 years, you don't think he would have once brought me up to be heir? And I'm just like, you know, Aegon, maybe you're not, I mean, you're a piece of shit, but at least you're not a stupid piece of shit. Whereas Joffrey was a stupid piece of shit.
Yeah, and that's another thing, how people are saying all this stuff about Rhaenyra, when we saw that Aegon probably has 10, 15, 20 kids roaming around King's Landing.
Oh yeah, with the kid fighting pit, the thing that's going on there, placing bets and stuff. That's really sad. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Let me know what your favorite moment was from this episode in the comments below. And if you want to be notified every single time I upload a new House of the Dragon reaction, don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with all that being said, we'll see you guys in our finale reaction to House of the Dragon Season 1.
Subscribe to HaynesVisuals for some more unfreaking